I'm curious what you're looking out for next, specifically as an immigration attorney, because that federal judge, like we've talked about on Monday, blocked his deportation temporarily until the court hears his legal challenge fighting his deportation. So, what specifically are you looking out for there?
We're watching for appeals to make sure that that stop on his removal to Uganda sticks and waiting to see how the criminal charges go forward. I mean, at some point, if he's not removed, he should be released from custody, but all of this is in the hands of the court system. And like I said, I mean, the court systems right now are not a guarantee. It's pretty hit or miss these days in the judiciary and in Congress.
And he was released on Friday. He was detained again on Monday. Do you think there is a world in America right now where he's not deported? Or do you think that's really not an option and he's just going to be deported anywhere that's not El Salvador?
I think I could foresee a world in which he would agree to leave and go to another country if he were not detained. If I were him or his lawyers, that's what I would be arguing for. Let me leave this country, but not in a jail cell. So maybe they'll work something else like that out. I don't know. I don't represent him. I wish the best for him and his legal team. I can only imagine how much stress and pressure they are under trying to navigate all of this. I mean, it's this entire spotlight of the cruelty of the Trump administration just shined on this one case is really it's a lot to take in, and I really feel for this man. I feel for him and his wife and his family. It's so unfair.
And overall, once again, from the perspective of an immigration attorney, what do you think this whole conversation, this whole legal fight means for due process?
Well, what I would say is this case doesn't speak for due process in general. I mean, due process or the lack of it is at play everywhere you look in immigration policy and enforcement, and the way that cases are being handled, and the way that courthouse attentions are happening, and the way that families are being separated, and the way that people like Kilmar are being handled. So due process is a bigger conversation. The actual case of Kilmar Abrego Garcia is about, at this point, it's about a third country removal for someone who has withholding of removal. That's ultimately what this case is about. But we're watching the behavior and the willingness on the part of the Attorney General and the Trump administration to just violate traditional norms, human rights, due process, constitutional protections, and just basic concepts of humanity. That's what we're witnessing in this case.